Labor's accusing the coalition of entering into risky deals with minor parties as it scrambles to cling on to power come May 18. The Prime Minister has again been hammered with questions about the Liberals securing a preference deal with controversial businessman Clive Palmer and his United Australia Party. It's not the only concern for the coalition as it works to shore up support in regional areas it traditionally holds comfortably. Here's political reporter Matthew Doran, and a warning, this story contains offensive language.
Like wrestling a coalition deal or winning an election, some things in life are easier said than done. The dusty plains of Western New South Wales tell two stories, one of a lack of water and the other of diminishing support in the traditional heartland of the junior coalition partner.
People can always trust the National Party to do the right thing, to show leadership on water.
But they didn't at the recent New South Wales state election just 1 month ago. Voters angry the little water there isn't being managed properly.
2 seats went the way of the Shooters Party.
In a bid to turn that around, the Prime Minister's spruiking tens of millions of dollars in extra support for farmers doing it tough.
Do you trust me and my team, or do you trust Bill Shorten and Labor?
We'll look at what the government said today, and if it makes sense, we'll do it.
The opposition leader tries to artfully dodge suggestions a vote for Labor is a vote for the Greens, as he pledged extra cash for Hobart's Museum of Old and New Art, Mona. It was Mr Shorten's first campaign trip to a state with a history of alliances between the two parties, and his senior lieutenants are taking aim at the preference deals the Liberals and Nationals are doing to unseat their colleagues in the north of Tasmania and elsewhere around the country.
Scott Morrison had a choice between standing up for ripped-off workers or sucking up to a tosser who ripped them off, and he chose the tosser. He chose Clive Palmer.
But did Labor figures try to reach a similar deal with the Queensland billionaire?
Have you held talks with Labor?
Yes, I've had talks with Labor.
I would not sign off on any deal with Mr Palmer until he resolves the issue of the tens of millions of dollars that he owes taxpayers and workers.
Labor and the Greens present a far bigger threat to the Australian economy and people's jobs than the UAP does.
The Prime Minister may have graded some of those who his party has entered into a preference deal with and criticised the media for spending too much time looking at these deals, saying they're not important. At the end of the day, these politicians are entering these deals to shore up their support in key seats.
I've just got cream on my hands. How do you get you done?
Face recognition might be more of a worry for the leaders than preferences.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Shorten is a prick.
Say that again.
Bill Shorten. No,
I haven't got elected yet. You're confusing the other one.
Scott Morrison.
They best get that sorted before pre-polling opens Monday.
Stunning.
Matthew Doran, ABC News, Gilgandra.